Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Have you been excited for the Awakening Gems Extravaganza event? Well, too bad. We've got some very sad news, okay? And personally, I've been, so shocked by this. This is a big change that's gonna really affect a lot of people in Arcane Legend, including myself. But I think it's a change that will eventually benefit the game in more ways than I can see at the moment. I've been pretty good in the past to predict things in Arcane Legend, but stay tuned for this video because I've actually got some things to really talk about as well. The first being is I'm making some changes to my channel. We'll quickly mention this, then go on to the Awakening event changes. The first changes in my channel is I'm going to be focusing more on mobile gaming content, so there's gonna be more games that I focus on that's not specifically Arcane Legend. If you go to my channel Nap Guide and go into the community tab, you can see, which I will show you guys right away, right here. I've actually decided to change the channel name to rebrand my channel to include more games, especially mobile games. I've asked people, you guys, my subscribers, people who've been following with me for a long time, what name I should go. As you can see, the votes are pretty much going on Meal Plays and Meal Plays YouTube YT. I might actually start a second channel and pick those two names, pick one of the name, replace them, and pick another. If you want to have your say, you can hop in, give me your vote as well. Let me know what you think so I can make that changes. I have been thinking about this for more than 2 weeks now, so this is something I really want to do. I think mobile gaming is probably the future, and this is a market I want to get into. I'm very happy with Arcane Legend. They have done a fantastic job. I think they are doing really well with the game. They've added in so many new things, PvP, the Battle Royale mode. They were a little bit late in joining that. I suggested that like right as Fortnite came out. I was like, yo, developers, if you wanna make Arcane Legend great, now it's time to hop in. And they were adamant. They were like, well, there are many games that are already doing it. We'll let them handle it, which I think was a big mistake on their part. But it's their game; they do it how they like. But it's alright. They're better late than never, I guess. They're hopping in on the bandwagon. I'm sure you guys seen the updates, so I'm pretty happy that those things are coming into the Arcane Legend. In terms of what to expect from my channel, I'm going into Call of Duty Mobile. I'm gonna be mainly focusing on battle royale content because I see there's a lot of need for great YouTubers on the battle royale mode. I think there's only few, so I think I could really do a good job. So feel free to stick around through that. I'd really appreciate it. And also, if I get the chance, I do love playing multiplayer as well. But there's lots of people doing multiplayer already, so I think that's already covered. But that's something I think would be really cool for the future as well. So definitely something to keep in mind. Now, going back to Arcane Legend, what can I tell you about this Awakening Extravaganza? Well, very sad news. They've changed the pricing of the Awakening gems, and this includes the normal one. In the past, people like merchants, hoarders, including myself in that category, we have hoarded a lot of Awakening gems. People would, I think, 15k even, is to buy them for 8k, sell them for like up to 50k. Insane amount of profit. Of course, this didn't go unnoticed, and not for long. They have actually increased the price. So now they have done two things. Number one, they have made it so there are two versions. The first one is untradeable versions, which costs 10k. So this one's you cannot give it to anyone. You can just use it yourself. There's a cap on it, which means you can't have more than 1000 per character. So I'd recommend stashing at least 3 or 4 characters with 1000 awakening gems yet, so you don't run out, you don't have to buy it from anyone else. you can do your awakening by yourself. They do have a bigger pack as well, so 50 bundles, which is really nice, so you don't have to keep clicking it 1,000 times. Oh my God, the first time it came out, it drove me crazy. I was like, please someone sell me this. I'll give you as much as you want. It was giving me a headache. But they fixed that issue, so I'm really glad to see that. The second thing is then the trade-friendly version has actually got a price increase, as you can see right here. So now, if you want to buy the tradable versions, it's gonna cost you 30K, which is a relatively good price. That's what the average price is for the normal Awakening gems, to be honest. So that's a good price, I think, is to start with. What this means is that the economy isn't gonna go to shit in Arcane Legends. So, yay, great news. There's finally some balance in terms of how the gold is being spent. It is a little bit expensive. I'm very sad I'm not going to be able to make as much money. But since it's higher now, 30K to be exact, now the prices aren't going to get lower, which is good because we want it to be high at all times so we can make the profit. I'd still recommend buying some. I wouldn't say buy 10K. I wouldn't say buy 5K. I don't know how much gold you have. I don't know what you're willing to risk. But I'm probably gonna stick around about the 5K mark. I think that's pretty good. Most of the rich players that actually use Awakening Gems, they're probably gonna buy those cheaper ones for themselves anyway, on keep it on their character to reawakening and to reawaken. And that's what any smart players would do. And guess what? Most of the rich players in the Arcane Legend game or community is actually pretty smart. You can't be rich without being smart unless in Arcane Legend, at least with farming and marching. If you have a lot of real life money, of course you can do that, but otherwise it is not an easy task, I tell you. Um, but that's all right though. This is something to keep in mind. Invest some. I think they're gonna get up to at least 50K, so you'll make some profit. It might be a little bit slower. To be honest, I personally think it might not be slower because less people are gonna be investing because the price is higher. But that only means the price is gonna go higher because less people are willing to invest because the price is higher. But I'd still recommend investing some, just not an insane amount. Don't sell your net worth to buy this. Many people in the game just sold all their gas to buy this. Big regret they're having at the moment, so just keep that in mind. If we go down, all the same things really, nothing, no changes to the weapon awakening. They're same as they were all in all of the awakening extravaganza, and this is the same for all the other items as well. In terms of reawakening, do I think it's worth it? The answer is no, and I'll tell you why. Okay, let's go back to Arcane Legend right here. I'm gonna go back to Arcane Legend and show you the problem I have with awakening gems. Most of the items you see in auction now are already pretty OP, and because so many items are OP in the game, people expect OP items for regular price. So if you can, don't waste your gold. I'm gonna explain this again. Don't waste your gold trying to get something really OP because all this gold is going down the toilet. This is pretty much the new Sir Scamalot. Legit, this is the Sir Scamalot equivalent to 2020. If like me personally, I'm not willing to spend more than 100K. And I tell you, I've got millions of gold, millions of gold. But the important thing in Arcane Legend is to save your gold, right? Knowing how to spend it right. Make gold so you can make more gold. That's my ideology in Arcane Legend. Now, one last thing I have to tell you before I head off. I, of course, want to thank you all for watching and support that I have received. I know the challenge update is huge, changing name, rebranding, seeking into other games. So, those are big changes that are coming. I want to assure you guys I'm gonna be still keeping posting you guys, keep you guys posted on the content I'm going to be releasing on Arcane Legend. So anything new comes, anything that comes into the game, you guys will know. You'll be one of the first to know. There will be reduced frequency of video, but there will be higher quality, much like this one. So I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you so much for sticking around and for your future support into my YouTube career. Thanks so much. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.